welcome to the new episode of Infinity and Beyond.
I had a dream yesterday.
What was it about?
It was about Saint Marina. But I didn't know much about it. Could you tell me the story?
Did you know that she came from a wealthy family?
You mean rich?
Yes, rich, from a city called Antioch.
Antioch. Could you tell me the rest of it?
Yeah, sure. Saint Marina came from a family of pagans, which are which people believed in idols. And when she was still young, her mom died. When her mom died, her dad didn't know what to do, so he sent her to her nanny, and her nanny took care of her. While her nanny took care of her, the nanny still was believing in Christ. She learned about Christ with her. When she learned about Christ, every single night, she told her about the martyrs and what they did to show the God's faith. And one day they were getting clothes and food and water to get their stuff. And then when they were getting it, and she was teaching them about Christ. The governor said, "What are you doing?" And she said, "I'm teaching them about Christ." And he said, "Stop, because that's not what we believe in." And then he said, "Okay, if you don't believe in Christ, then I will torture you." She said, "Okay." And then the governor said, "Fine. If you believe in the pagans, I'll give you my money, my clothes, my water. We could have a family together, and everything will be good." And do you think she said yes?
No.
You're right. And then the next day, the governor said, "I'm gonna scrape you with knives, put lemon, vinegar, and salt on your body." And then, do you think she got scared when she heard that?
No.
You're right. When she heard that, she said, "Okay, that's fine with me." And then she said, "I believe in God's faith, and anything could happen to me except not me believing in God." Then he actually did that, and then she was in really bad pain. When she was in really bad pain, she prayed to God, "Please, God, let me be healed." And then God let her be healed. The next day, the governor said, "You know what? Since nothing happened to you, I'm gonna put you in a box and squish you." And do you think she got scared?
No.
You're right, because God told her. She prayed to God and said, "Please, God, don't let me be hurt." When that happened, she said nothing happened to her, because when she prays to God, do you think God doesn't listen to her?
Yes.
Yeah. And then the next night, the devil came to her. And then the devil said, the governor is still gonna be annoying to you and torture you and kill you and try to do everything so you not be a pagan. And she said, "Okay, I'm fine with that, because I still believe in God." And then he said, "Okay, then he's still gonna torture you." Took him by the thorns and beat him up, and then put the sign of the cross on him. When that happened, she told him, "What do you do with my people?" And then he said, "I try to tempt them and not to do the good thing." And then she said, "Okay." And then she let him go. The next day, the governor said, "I'm gonna drown you in water until you die." But he didn't. He put him in the water and drowned her, but she came up before she died. And before she died, she said, "Please, God, let this be my baptism." And then he said, "Okay." And after she was done with the baptism, God told everybody that was there, that governor heard him, you're done with your baptism. And then the governor said, maybe he is right. And then he started to believe in God. One day, God told the governor, kill Marina or she will lose her crown of martyrdom. And he said no. And then God told Marina that convince the governor to kill her so she could get the crown of martyrdom. So you could get the crown of martyrdom. So then she did go to the governor and told him to convince her to die. And then he did. And also that day, he lost. He also got the crown of martyrdom because at night he killed himself by a knife in his throat and told God, please forgive me for my sins. And God said, okay. And then he also got his crown of martyrdom. And then Marina died at the year 23rd of the Coptic month of Abib, and then they both went to heaven, and that's the end of the story. So what do you learn about in the story?
I learned about to listen to God and believe in Him.
I learned about that even if someone tells you to not believe in God, you should believe in God, even if it means that you're gonna die. See you in the next episode. Bye.